So Jared, you've been around the club for a fair few years now, but let's go from the beginning. How did you first join Saracens?
Well, it was in time when Brendan was still here, and I was in South Africa playing under 19 Lions, and I just got caught up with an agent, and I think he was enrolled with like European stuff, and he said, "Would you like to come try something different?" And I said yes, of course. And when he mentioned Saracens, obviously all the famous like South African guys that were here, Skulk Brits, your Derek Hogarth, Neil de Cox, Ernie Dubez, I was obviously amazed by this, and I wanted to come over and meet them and learn, and I've never really looked back since.
You've in that time you've been at the Saracens, you've had a couple of loan stints at Bedford. How invaluable was that experience for you?
Extremely valuable. Going away and getting experience playing rugby, and like I said, before I came over here, I hadn't played men's rugby before, and it took a lot of time. Well, I'd say a lot of game time against actual men and guys. It took a while, getting the experience. So it was extremely valuable, and I'm glad I've done it. And you learn from playing loads of rugby.
When you came back to Saracens a couple of years ago, you've been in and around the squad. Did it feel like a new lease of life for you? And how determined you to create the competition at hooker?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. It just made it more hungry, I guess. Playing away at Bedford, you always want to try and strive for the best and try and progress as you go through the years. So coming back to Saracens was like a new goal for me, and to strive through and try and be the best, and learn from guys like Jamie and Sculler.
You played a key role in the LV Cup side that went on to lift the trophy last season. A lot of the guys who've been involved in that competition are playing a lot of Premiership rugby over the Six Nations period. How does it feel to see that progression and see the guys come through and play Premiership rugby?
Well, not just for myself. Guys like TT and like some youngsters, it's great. It's good to see that we've got some depth in the squad. It's good to see guys progressing all the time, and it's like a nice pat on the back, I guess. You get rewarded for working hard, and especially at this club, if you work hard, the coaches see it, and they give you opportunities. So it feels great.
With Jamie being away with England, of course, and unfortunately Sculler getting sent off at the weekend, it gave you an opportunity to get a big chunk of game time on Saturday. Were you nervous when you warmed up and was ready to take the field?
I was pretty nervous, but at the same time excited. I had Niels and Kelly come up behind my shoulder and sort of just told me what I needed to do and roles and stuff like that. But essentially, I felt pretty ready and excited as well. And it's those nerves actually disappear as soon as you start playing. I was quite fortunate, obviously, having Sculler and Jamie to learn from. So there's a lot of experience from them. So being in that position, it was exciting, and I was thrilled to get on the pitch and very privileged.
Everything seems to have clicked at the weekend in the pack. How much is down to the hard work off the field?
Yeah, everything. Like I said before, everything is down to hard work at this club. We've got a mindset for things like that, and everyone sticks in and puts the hard work in. And occasionally we joke around, but when the going gets tough, we all put our heads together and work hard.
We saw a huge reaction of celebrations from the coaches this week, and obviously meant a lot to them, and as it did to our fans. Has that performance galvanised the squad going into what will be a pretty tough fixture away at Sale this weekend?
Well, I wouldn't say it's just that one. I think it's a collective of things. Just because we had one bad loss against Wasps, sure, it's a minor setback, but we're quite tight as a group, and nothing will ever take that away from us, and we just need to, like you said, be stuck together and go forward and keep on celebrating the small things.